Hey people that are interested in cats, the paranormal and things. So today I'm going to do a little bit of rehousings, and they're going to be two mature monitor officers. I can never say them right, but they're just Balfouries. And basically they are both, well, they're both, they're both the same creature. But they're both the dry creatures, and they do the absolute awesome webs, tunnels. But because they're both mature, I believe that the female, she's in a bigger enclosure, and the time that I tried pairing her, it was the only glass enclosure I had at the time. But I want to put her into something a bit more suitable. And the male, I need to put him into something smaller because he's actually just going around and around in the enclosure. But it's a bit too big for him, and he's stressing himself out, which can shorten their lives. And he's not that been long mature, so I want to keep him for a little bit longer because I do believe she might be in pre-molt. So what I want to do is put him in a smaller enclosure to stop stressing himself out, and her to hopefully go into molt. So then I can start getting her ready to pair her, obviously, when she's hardened up and fed up, and, you know, she gets herself nice and strong and ready. So we're going to go down to the floor and, yeah, see you in a minute. So I am back. I'm going to use the other camera holder, gimbal or whatever. But basically that's what I want to put the female in. But I want to use some of the substrate she's already got because there's nothing wrong with it. But also I'd probably end up needing to add more to it. So basically I'm going to try and get her out of her enclosure. So yeah, wish me luck. So this is the enclosure the female is in. And yeah, it's okay, but she keeps climbing up. Well, she's not climbed up for a few days, but she has climbed up a few times, and it's like, nope, you can't be in there anymore. You need to be in something a bit more suitable, and I've got plenty of suitable things for you. And yeah, so I'm going to try and get her out and use some of this substrate. So anyway, wish me luck. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, I can see some legs. I can see some legs. Take your glass out. She doesn't need that in there. Let's see. Pick out some of this substrate. So chances are I will quicken this up. And then when we get to the tarantula, obviously I'll stop the video. She's actually gone in this bit here. Oops. I do have another mature female who I will move, but there we go. So now trying to get the substrate in there, and then I'll put some more in there for her. So there's nothing too fancy in here, but yeah, she's got her old carrot bark, and I've added some more in. She's got water. She can web it up. So yeah, there's not loads of soil in there, but they're very, very good prolific webbers are Balfouries. So she can web this up to her heart's content. She only needs a small bowl of water because they're not really depend on a lot of moisture. As long as they've got plenty of water in their bowl, they're fine. So I'm going to put the young lady in there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Here we go. Yeah, typical. They always go the other way. So I get it going this way and get my long brush. Should go down. There we go. Now I'm just going to get the glass lid on. Well, actually I'm just going to put, if I can, the camera over the top so you can have a quick look at her. And there she is. So I'm going to get the lid on and put her back where she belongs and get on rehousing the male. I'm just hoping the male goes as smoothly as it did with the female. Back in a moment. So I am back. So the male was in here, and what he keeps doing is he keeps climbing up and going around and around, which is not good for him. I'm going to use the substrate in this enclosure and put him into, I know it's half the size, but he's getting himself stressed out and it's not doing him much favours in the slightest. So I'm going to try and get him out. So, yeah, wish me luck. Because I don't think he's going to be as easy as the female, to be honest. But we shall try. Right. Come on, dude. Not that bad. And he's off. Why did I know this was going to happen? And he's gone in. I've actually just got him in. Fortunately, it wasn't on camera, but I got him. He went to the side and I just put that in front of him and he just ran in. So you might have heard him running in, but now I'm just going to transfer the substrate into the other container. So I'm not going to go through all that step, so back in a minute. I am back. Now this is just a very, very basic enclosure. Now I don't think it's going to go too well, so I'm going to try and put this over slightly and try and guide him in. Try. Not going to be fun, but he's at the bottom. And all he wants is a girlfriend. Wow, look, you can see actually the blue on that. A lot better on his legs. They are pretty. But let's see if we can do this. Fingers crossed. Oh, he's running up the other way. Okay. Come on, dude. Get it to go that way, it might work. Come on, you dude. It's not going to. He's going to move the other way, isn't he? Come on, numpty. He's not really fancy him walking on my hand. People let them sometimes. I don't. Come on, dude. Yeah, you go the other way. I'm not getting you in this enclosure. I'm going to try anyway. We're going to go this way? Nope. I knew the male would be a problem. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you do not. You do not go that way. You go down. You go down. You go down. Not that bad. It's a lot better. You won't get stuck. Get in there, you. Get. And go back. Go back. Go back. go. No. Right. I always knew I had a glove for a reason. Right, you get in. Because I know they don't like the feel of human hands. Come on. Hello. Sorry, I've just found something that escaped. I've just caught it while my balfour is escaping. Now I'm in a dilemma. I've just found an escapee snake. And it's the male. Oh, sugar. I don't know where to put him. Excuse me. Right. After lots of fraffing around, the balfour is actually in there. Now, I would have liked him to be in a better enclosure, but this will do for now. Just as you've seen, the tub that it was in, it was getting really, really stressed out. Now, let's see if I can find him so you can have a good look. Oh, you can just about see his legs. He was running here and there and everywhere. And then a snake that escaped a few weeks ago, because my enclosure wasn't sorted out properly. I've got a new enclosure now. Happened to drop down the exact same time as I was doing my video. So I had a catch of that at the same time. So I'm like, what do I run after? The balfour or the snake? The balfour or the snake? It was like, no. So anyway, I'm going to put him on top of the enclosure where the female is, which is there now. That's where she is. Yeah, she's up at the side. It's because she's a little bit stressed out from getting moved, but she will eventually calm down. So, like I said, I found one of my snakes that had escaped ages ago because the enclosure I'd put it in fact, I've not got the enclosure anymore. It was brand new, but I couldn't seal it because the person I live with, Simon, doesn't know how to use a silicone gun, and I couldn't undo it because I had problems with my hands. So it was put together, but it wasn't sealed, so it couldn't escape. So yeah, not amused. So this enclosure was cleaned out. Got this enclosure off somebody, got cleaned out, and I just left it there ready for any of the snakes when they came back, if I ever caught them, because there's no way they can get out this room. It's just, I had a feeling it was in this room because my computer was put on sleep mode and it suddenly started working again, and I'm like, that only happens if somebody or something has knocked against it. So that's what I've done for the enclosure. I've just put fresh water in because they're probably going to be very thirsty. So now I'm just going to put them in. Whoops. Just showing you the enclosure I've got my corn snake in. It's in there somewhere, hiding. But anyway, let's put them in. So I did actually put them in the enclosure. I had one of the spiders in, but I couldn't do anything because I had nothing ready because I didn't expect to find a snake. And this is a rat snake. It's got a bit... Sorry. There, got it. Oops, there you go. So this is a rat snake. So I'm going to go and, I think this is the male actually. Put him in his enclosure. Sorry, this is a bit rough. I didn't expect to be doing this. So let's see. Come on, you. In you go, dude. Now, he's probably not going to be amused that he's been caught. But he's in there somewhere now. Oh, and there is water, like I said, there's water over there in the corner. So he might be a thirsty boy. I'm so happy that I got him back. So basically, flipping cellar spiders are good everywhere, them things. But after that, I'm very, very happy. Whew. So what do you think? So I think the female Balfouri rehousing went pretty well. The male was a bit of a disaster because my concentration suddenly got thrown when I looked and seen a snake from hanging down at the side here where I've got my jumping spiders. I just happened to see it like something reflecting on the camera, and I could see it a little bit on the corner of my eyes. When I turned, I'm like, that's a funny looking bit of wire, and then it's like, hang on, it's moving. And then I realised it was one of me white, was it black-sided rat snake or something like that. I forgot the name of it now. But like I said, it's been missing a couple of weeks. But like I said, this room is it's got nowhere to get out. So if anything does get out in this room, it's in this room. It does not get out. So yeah, it's been a bit dramatic, and I've just managed to put him in there. So he's in there, probably hiding now. So he'll feel a bit comfortable. And I've got some smaller size mice that I'm going to feed him, because if I give him something too big, because he's been so long without food, chances are he might regurgitate. So I am going to take it quite gently when I'm feeding him and just see how it goes. And yeah, so that would be joyful. But anyway, as well, see, lost my train of thought again. The male, yeah, the male was very, very skittish, and I knew that right away. So that's why I just stopped recording in the end, because I was too busy concentrating on the camera, and I thought, nope, camera off. And then, like I said, I had the alternation between the spider and the snake, and I realised the spider had gone to a position where it was dark. I could see where it was, but it wasn't moving anywhere. So that's when I grabbed the snake, put it straight into the enclosure one of the tarantulas came out of. Not recommended, but it was the only nearest thing I could grab. And then quickly grabbed up the male Balfouri, and I actually used my gloves in the end, because people, you know, it's a decision, you know, you either, some people hold them, some people don't, and that's any type of tarantula. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to scare him. I put the gloves on because obviously they're going to feel the different temperatures, you know, with them being on your skin. So I thought, no, gloves. I put the gloves on, and I always find they're a bit calmer when they're on them, and you can easily just guide them in. So I eventually got him in the enclosure. Yes, it's a bit small, but he was stressing himself out going round and round in that big brow plant, and I thought, he's not doing himself any good. He's going to end up shortening his life even more than he needs to. So the best thing was to put him in a bit of a smaller enclosure, and he will settle down. So that's the main thing. It's the joys of animals. But yeah, they are pretty laid back Balfouris, but I just don't like giving them the opportunity. I mean, touch wood, I haven't been bit by a spider, and I've been keeping them for 27, 28 years on and off. So yeah, no, I'm not an expert. No, I don't know everything, because things change, things evolve, things get better, things get worse. So you're always picking up new things, dropping old things. It's just, it's the joys. I mean, you'll watch people on YouTube, you'll read books, you'll talk to people in shops, you know, people that breed them. So you're constantly needing to get information all the time. And when you find out people starting to come with the same information, you're like, okay, so it seems to be you can do it this way, not that way. Anyway, and as well, I find you've got to adapt, because in different parts of the country, the temperature is going to be completely different. Where I live in this part of the country, it is colder. And then further down towards the south, it is a lot warmer. So again, you've got to adjust the temperatures up and down. It's the joys. But anyway, enough of me going on with myself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.